there. All right, everyone, good evening and welcome once again to our program for the day, which is the Elevate SME program. And this is our first class, and today we'll be talking about the Elevate SME program. We have, I can see people joining us from different places, different, also not only limited to Nigeria, we have people from different countries in Africa right here in this meeting. So it's wonderful to have you all. And today's topic is the basic fundamentals in starting a business. And in basic fundamentals of starting a business, our facilitator for today is Ruth Shisom Oyugbo. Ruth Shisom Oyugbo, she's a business consultant. She's a graduate from Bayola University of Kano. She holds 4 years post-MBA work experience in agribusiness field. She doubles as a consultant and a life coach for young people. She is a product manager and the CEO of She Nasara, where she helps with educating people to eat and live healthy. Her passion is for children, and where she gives birth to the Noble Kiddies program, and why she also volunteers for various organizations. Aside from that, she's also an ambassador for the Nigerian Price for Leadership. She holds a master's in business administration with specialization in entrepreneurship and venture creation. She's a certified project manager and a human resource personnel, and also an engaging development psychologist. Ruth is motivated and driven by the sacrosanct need to natural nutrition with an intention to help people to live a healthier way. So I think with all this, let's welcome our facilitator for today, Ruth Shisom. You are welcome. Good to have you. You have the floor.
Good evening, everyone. It's
Good evening.
so nice to be here. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. And for the record, it's Bayero University, Kano.
Okay.
Not Babalola.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bayero University, Kano. Okay, let's kickstart. I'll be making this presentation or this class as short as possible. First things first, everybody aspires to be a businessman, a businesswoman, an entrepreneur, and everything. But sometimes we ask ourselves, what are the first things that we need to do? Okay, thank you, Esther Sunday. Good evening to you too. Which I titled the basic foundation in starting a business. That is the beginning of a business. But in my own way, I call it the baby steps for startups. Like the baby steps for startup. What do you need to do as a startup? Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to go out there, start up a business. Something just comes to your head. You want to just rush out and start it up. So what are the things that you need to have in mind before going in or before venturing into that particular business that you want to do? Next slide, please. Thank you. All right, before we go in, do you want to start up a business? Are you thinking about starting up a business, a small business, a large business, a micro business, a macro business, and you don't know where to start from? Should I start from telling people about my products? Should I start telling people about my idea? Should I start from just going around to see things? People hear about business plan. People hear about SWOT analysis and different things. So I would love you to join me in this journey as I give you some insights as an entrepreneur, what you need to do so that you can build a strong and sustainable business. that will equip you, not just now, but in the future, on how you are going to run in the business. Many new small businesses don't last for more than 2 years, many of them, because some of them don't even know what they need to do, what should be in place. What they just believe is, okay, I want to go into crayfish business. Okay, my neighbor is selling crayfish. The front person is selling crayfish. This is a very good business. Let me just go into the business. And before you say Jack Robinson, in the next 2, 3, 4 months, that business is ready folding, or something else is happening to the business. So this slide, I'm not here to tell you how to, okay, the normal way, if you are going to go into business, write this, write that, submit proposal, and the rest of it. That is not what I'm here to tell you. As I call it, baby steps. When you talk about baby steps, you talk about the little steps one have to take. And for making baby steps, that is when you get to start making giant steps. So before we continue, let's ask ourselves, who is an entrepreneur? Who do you think an entrepreneur is? If you go to the dictionary, if you go online, you hear different things about an entrepreneur. But in my own words, an entrepreneur to me is an innovator. He brings new ideas to the table. He brings things that haven't even been in existence before. To me, an entrepreneur is a solution provider. An entrepreneur is someone that sees a problem around his environment and looks for a way to solve the problem. In a street that you see that, okay, there are no little kiosks around, and okay, before someone needs to buy something, you have to go 3 streets after. Why not just open a mini mart here? Why not just open a small kiosk here? It's also trying to solve a problem. To me, an entrepreneur is a risk taker, because for you to venture into a business, you have to be able to take the risk. You have to be able to know what it takes. Entrepreneurship is not for small mind. It's not for soft mind. It's for those that will have an iron heart. Trust me, there are times where you feel like giving up. There are times where you will have to question yourself, okay, am I sure I want to do this? Am I sure this business is viable? There are times when you want to, okay, I don't think I can move on any longer. Let me just quit. So many businessmen and women, so many entrepreneurs have dropped the towel, they have moved on with life, they've just forgotten that they have ever been an entrepreneur and they've gone into the business world. An entrepreneur is a disruptor. You turn an idea, or you turn something that was already into existence to something else, something totally different from what people actually expect. Like some years back, there was this lady that was online where she turned tire into cushion, into chairs. It's something that on a normal day, used tires are meant to be discarded, but she turned them into something totally different. You see online, with the coming of AI, artificial intelligence, with the coming of gaming and the rest of the thing, you see people turning the normal things that we all know that, okay, this is normal, take them to the next level, and you'll be like, how did this person think about this? To me, an entrepreneur is an initiator. They bring up idea. Okay, how are we going to do this? They initiate new idea. They bring up new things, new way of doing things into a place. To me, an entrepreneur is a change maker. It only takes one that provides solution, only takes one that can take the risk, only takes one that is an innovator, only takes one that's a disruptor, and also an initiator, to bring in change to a particular place. And let me just come in. Entrepreneurship, when you hear about entrepreneurs, it's not necessarily people that do businesses. There are also social entrepreneurs. They go to school, they teach students, they teach people on different things about life and the rest of them. Those ones are also entrepreneurs. So moving further, starting a business, as we all know, is a huge commitment. I said earlier on, it's not for the faint-hearted. Yes, you have to have this hardened, you say this hardened heart of stone for you to be able to push through, because there are so many persons. As my Pastor normally say the floor is crowded, so you have to strike to the top. Many business owners or entrepreneurs usually fail to take cognizance of time, resource, and energy needed to start and run a business. Okay, as an entrepreneur or a business owner, you want to make sure you prepare thoroughly before starting a business. When you're about starting, or rather when you start, you are easily excited and you fantasize about the future of the business, which may not really be the right thing to do while starting a business. As an entrepreneur, you have to prepare your time, you have to prepare your resources, you have to give yourself time to grow. You have to give more of your resources. You have to give more of your energy for the business to grow. You see some persons today, they are selling table. Tomorrow, okay, the table is not moving. Tomorrow they'll start selling crayfish. After, if it's not moving, the next time you see them selling rice. If rice is not moving, you see them selling. There are a lot of them on Facebook. Today, this person is selling clothes. Tomorrow, she has started selling babies. Next tomorrow, she's on that type of business because she feels it's not moving. Next month, you see her advertising. So how do you think she can grow with that? You have to be consistent. You have to stay on a particular thing. When we start up a business, we are excited about the profit. Okay, if I'm to sell 10 of this, I will get this, I'll get this. You're so excited. But little do you know that is not even when you're supposed to be excited. That is when you're supposed to put in more work, more energy. Because the more energy, the more time, the more resource you put in, believe you me, you are going to get back in multiple fold. The higher your turnover, the more your profits. Let me use it in a simpler way. So it's not the time to start getting excited. It's not the time to start calling yourself CEO. I'm not saying you're not a CEO, but funny enough, some persons, by the time you just start, okay, I remember when I started my business recently, and whenever someone is talking to me, I'm saying, please call me a CEO. I actually have a business. So I was enjoying it, but along the line, I one day asked myself, wait, how can I be a CEO and I don't even have a dime in my account? Because the team took everything, like took the money I had on me. And if you're calling yourself a CEO, remember to pay your bills, because CEO pay their bills. They don't look for people to pay their bills for them. So that excitement, you fantasize, it's not a bad thing to fantasize, but there's some time that it's too early for you to fantasize about some particular thing. Moving further, there's some things as an entrepreneur you have to take notes. Like those of us starting a business, those of us wanting to go into a business, you want to start up something, you are thinking, okay, what should I start up with, and the rest of it, you have to take cognizance that there's some things you have to, they are sacrosanct for your success, they are sacrosanct for your growth as an entrepreneur. Number one thing listed here is the type of business you want to start depends on the time, the money, and the skills you can invest in building yourself. Let me use bag making as an example. You want to start selling bags, or no, let me not use bag, let me use hair, human hair. You want to start selling human hair, and let's say in the next, by the year end, you've looked at the market, is viable, this is what you can put your money into, but you've not even studied what you're going into. You've not gone online to make research on, okay, how human hair is, or let me say you want to start making bags. You want to start making school bags, you want to start making lunch box, you want to start making handbags for women, but you've not even learned anything. You've not even YouTube is the fastest way in which you can learn things, and free of charge. All you need is your data. You've not learned, you've not studied the market, you've not known the high side and the low side of the market. You just want to go inside. No, before you start up a business, you have to invest your time, invest your energy, invest your skill. Like there should be an investment into what you want to start in. You want to start, build yourself. So when someone sees you, like you tell them, okay, I am Ruth Chisom, I make bags, and they say, okay, show me what you make. You give it to them, there will be this confidence in you. But when they ask you, okay, what makes your bag different from other person's bag. If you go for all these auditions, what do you ask? What makes your product different from the other products in the market? What is your unique selling point? If you haven't invested in yourself, you won't even know what you're selling. If you haven't invested in yourself, you won't even know what the niche that you're trying to attack, the gap they are trying to bridge. Also, we are looking at, as I said, truly it's important to know that before you start a business, you must maintain a basic source of income to cover daily living expenses and pay bills. It's not by answering CEO or by answering manager or by answering director. You should have a stable cash flow to cover your expenses, because starting up a business will drain you. It will drain you. It will drain your time. It will drain you emotionally. It will drain you psychologically. It will drain you financially, even mentally, if care is not taken. So you have to have a source of income aside that, okay, this is going to go in for my day-to-day expenses, my eating, and the rest of it. If not, you end up begging people for food when you know that you are more than that. So before going into a business, please try to have a fund or set aside funds that you can be using for your daily activity to run, depending when the business start bringing in profits. But if the business will start bringing in profits, set aside an amount of money that you can be using to run your life, for your transportation, for buying of raw materials, for feeding, clothing and other things. Or let's not say clothing, buying of your basics. By the time you do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, it depends on the kind of business they are into, then we'll start seeing that by the time you start generating profits, then you can now start looking at the profits the business is generating. Okay, we say find a profitable industry that combines your passion and business. Yes, we all have passions, so many things that we want to do. But look for an industry that is profitable, that you can combine both your passion and business. Some ladies are, you see someone that, okay, I want to go into, or a passion that you have. Let's say you love ballet dancing, and let me use that because it's not really popular in this side of the world, or this part of the world. Yeah, it's not really popular, ballet dancing, and you love dancing from when you were a kid. You learned ballet, so your passion is dancing ballet, and you want to take that as a business, teaching people on how to dance ballet. Looking at it that it's not really viable in this part of the world, it will be wise enough for you to look at how profitable it will be, because not every parent, not every school will embrace that. At the long run, it's something that you can go into, but looking at it, it's not really a business that one can really go into at this point in time, because the profitability of that business, it's at a very low point. Why did I say that? As I said earlier, in this part of the world. So if you're looking at teaching that, probably when you leave the country or go somewhere that you know that is a business, a profitable business, that you can teach children, you can teach people ballet or karate. Karate is also a profitable business. Okay, people are still embracing it in school. So if that is what is your passion, you cannot turn it into business. All right, we said people are limited by their environment, income, lifestyle, and belief. This is very, very important. Why starting a business, or why venturing into a business? We should put that at the back of our mind, that people are limited by their environment, their income, their lifestyle, and belief. People that patronize you, it's the environment that determines the kind of patronage you get. It's the income of people that will determine the kind of, you can't sell human hair worth, let's say 70,000 in a slump. Nobody will come and buy from you. Or you want to start selling some things that you'll go to an environment where it's not even compatible at all. Look at the income of the people around you, the place they are going for your business, where you want to start up a business. Do a research. People around you, what is their income? How is the environment like? What is their lifestyle like? What is their belief? What is their culture? Like in the part of the north, where I was born and brought up, there's some things that you can't even sell there. There's some things that won't even move market there. So don't even think about bringing it there. in the part of the West, it's a very good place where you can sell all those things. Coming down to the West, there's some things that it's good in the North, it's not good in the West. Like you can rear pigs here in down West, down South, down East. You can sell pigs, it's a viable business, profitable business, but down North you can't, because you end up not even making profits. That is core nuts. It's not part of their belief system. It's not part of their culture. The environment don't even allow it. So when you're trying to go into a business, look at the environment you are, look at their belief. What do they believe? Look at the income. Can they afford it? Look at their culture. Look at the lives of people around them. Also, you have to narrow your audience segments. What is the niche? Bring it down. You can't serve everybody. Your product is not for everybody. The earlier you know that, the better for you. Your product is not for everybody. Also, let me rush up because of our time. Think like an investor and follow the money. When you go for pitching competition, when you go for pitching exercise, nobody wants, the investors don't want to know if your business will be last in the next 10 years. They want to know if by in the next 18 months, in the next 12 months, you'll be able to break even and start making profits. Think like an investor. Even if, yes, you're an entrepreneur, you're bringing it. Think, okay, as an investor, if someone wants to invest into this business, where is the money coming from? Is it something that can bring in money at the shortest period of time? So that is also one thing you put at the back of your mind. Be an entrepreneur, yes. Think like an investor, yes. Avoid suppliers with high costs. When starting up a business, you should avoid getting supplies from people with exorbitant prices. Their prices may be, their things may be good, yes, but the people that also sell at a lower price and also sell quality things. I'll use myself as an example. I process, in my company, we process and package natural spices. So when we're doing it in Kano, got our market base in Kano, when we actually relocated the company, and the particular the particular supplier that normally supply raw material, his price were on the high side. And trying to do my cost of production and everything, I realized that we'll not even be making profit, because what we'll be selling will be going down below our cost and won't even break even at the long run. So I started doing my research, and I got a supplier that gave me something that is like ×5 cheaper than what the other person was giving me. So when starting up a business, you don't need to go for someone that is, okay, people patronize him because they say he's good quality, something that they sell for 5 naira, he's giving you for 15 naira. Hello, how will you make your profits? And people that sell that same thing for 4 naira, for 5 naira, for 3 naira, if you can price them and you make your profit, then as you grow, then you can now start patronizing that person that you feel that is the high-end supplier. Learn to always research and audit different suppliers. I just finished explaining that now. You get quotations from 4, 5, 6 suppliers, then you choose the one that best suits what you want. For people to be selling, for like 10 persons to be selling the same thing doesn't mean that because of your friend referred. If your friend referred you to somebody and you feel that the person's price is on the high side, please look for someone else that gives you quality but at a low price. Because at the long run, you may want to, okay, it's this person referred me, a friend referred me, but look, it's your business you are talking about here. Don't start your business by ruining it. It's not going to work. It's not going to help you. Analyze the cost of making your product and running your business. Before you start production, analyze the costs. Look at your transportation, you look at the raw materials, you look at your cost of production, that is the labor involved. You calculate everything. Then, okay, let me hurry up.
All right, it's time for our 1 minute break. So thank you very much. We'll be taking a 1 minute break. And everyone, if you have a question, you have a comment, put your questions and your comments in the comment section. So we'll be logging out, everyone out, then log back in with the same link as we continue. So the meeting is recorded, so everyone online can also get the recording. So just